Hi there. We are the City of Tampa's Green Team, a national service program partnered with Americorps and Volunteer Florida.
Today we're here to share with you a step-by-step guide on how to plant a tree effectively. Trees are vital to our environment, providing clean air, shade, and beauty to our cities and neighborhoods.
The City of Tampa has committed to helping plant 30,000 trees by 2030 through our Trees for Tampa program. By planting trees, we can make our community greener and healthier, but we need everyone's help.
Remember, planting a tree in the right place is critical. So please be sure to visit Sunshine 811 to ensure your location is safe to dig, as your safety is our top priority. Now let's get started with the tree planting process. Step 1. Before you dig. It's important to choose the right tree for your space. Florida-friendly trees are a great choice. Be sure to keep in mind the potential size of the tree once it matures and the available growing space around the sidewalks, driveways, and roads, as well as overhead clearance. Future watering needs also should be considered. Does your tree need lots of water, or is it happy being drier? Will they produce seeds or fruit that will litter the sidewalks? We encourage you to visit treesaregood.org or the University of Florida's IFAS Gardening Solutions online to help you choose the best tree for your location. 3 days before your dig date, you will need to call Sunshine 811 and your other utility companies to come out and mark where your water, electric, and internet lines are located. They will flag areas to avoid. Please also be aware of power lines and overhead structures. Trees should be planted 10 feet from underground utilities, such as water and sewer, and should not be planted within 30 feet from above-ground electrical lines.
Step 2. Digging your hole. As you begin to break ground, measure the desired size of the hole to be at least 2 to 3 times the width of the tree's root ball. As you are shoveling the soil, place it in a pile to the side. We'll use it later to fill in the hole, so it's best to keep it all together. To make sure your tree fits, stand up your shovel against the tree while it's still in the pot, and mark with your hand where the surface soil is. Then, move your hand about an inch below this point to ensure that the root flare will stay 1 to 2 inches above ground. Take the measurement we just made, place the shovel into the hole to see if it matches up. If the hole is too deep, add more soil to ensure the root flare is above the ground. If the hole is too shallow, continue digging a bit deeper until you have the right height.
Step 3. Removing the tree from its pot. Gently lay the tree on the ground. Press and gently rock the pot to separate the root ball from the pot's wall. Depending on the size of the tree, more pressure may be required. Trees bigger than 15 gallons may require pressure of your whole body while rolling it side to side to loosen the roots. If the root ball is not sliding out easily, rotate the pot and try the same press and rock method on the other sides. Be sure to remove any cover, wiring, or mesh that would interfere with the tree roots' growth.
Step 4. Loosening the tree roots. With the tree out of the pot, we need to loosen the roots and check for circling or girdled roots. Use your hand to loosen the tree roots around and under the root ball and along the sides. This stimulates and promotes root growth, helping the tree establish itself. Girdling roots or roots at the base of the trunk that are growing over each other need to be cut. This is an important step because girdling roots will eventually suffocate the trunk of the tree as it grows.
Step 5. Placing the tree. Once the roots are loosened, let's turn the tree upright and place it into the hole. Ensure that the root flare is slightly above ground level. A level and uncovered root flare reduces the moisture along the trunk, which can attract insects or provide a moist environment for bacteria and fungus, and keeps oxygen flowing to the roots. Make sure to look at the standing tree from multiple angles to ensure it is standing as vertically as possible. If a tree stands on its own without assistance, you do not need to stake it for additional support. If your tree does not stand upright on its own, visit www.treesaregood.org for more information.
Step 6. Filling the hole. Next, we take the soil produced from digging the hole and proceed to backfill.
As you backfill, compress the soil at the halfway point and then at the final level. This eliminates air pockets and ensures good soil to root contact. Don't add fertilizer or other soil amendments at the time of planting. Leave at least a 3-inch circumference around the tree trunk uncovered to expose the root flare. This allows oxygen to reach the roots and prevents disease.
Step 7. Mulching the tree. When it comes to mulching, you want to create a 2 to 3 inch thick layer of mulch, surrounding the tree from the trunk outward in a 2-foot area, leaving the exposed root flare uncovered, pulling mulch about 6 inches from the base of the trunk. Create a donut shape with the mulch. To do this, make the perimeter of the mulch higher than the inside, tapering towards the center. Remember, the mulch should not be any thicker than a 3-inch layer at any point.
Step 8. Don't forget to water. Newly planted trees will need supplemental watering until they are fully established, 3 to 4 months per inch of trunk radius. Watering consists of 5 minutes of direct flow going between the trunk and the outer edge of the root ball. You want to thoroughly soak the root ball when you water, but it is possible to overwater as well. This should be done daily for the first 2 weeks, then every other day for 2 months, and weekly after the first year. There's no need to spray the foliage when you water. Roots are the most important. Weather can play a big factor in watering, so don't water when the trees are exposed to heavy, prolonged rain. Also, lessen the watering during dormant periods of winter. In hotter climates, it's best to water newer trees during the coolest part of the day, usually in the morning or the evening.
Thank you for joining us today and learning about the proper tree planting process.
By following these steps, we can help our community flourish with healthier, more beautiful trees, ensuring their longevity through best planting practices.
Let's work together to make our environment greener and more sustainable.
If you have any questions or need assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to learn more. Happy tree planting!